You booked the cruise for turquoise water, white sand, and a stress-free escape. You did not book it to end up in the middle of a serious travel warning. In 2026, the cruising landscape has changed. Some famous ports that once felt easy and familiar now come with serious safety concerns. Others have become risky enough that cruise lines are changing routes, skipping stops, or keeping passengers inside tightly controlled areas. And the scariest part is this. One of the riskiest ports on this list may already be on your itinerary. These are 7 cruise ports that deserve extra caution, ranked from risky to do not travel, and exactly how to stay safe if your ship stops there. Most cruise passengers assume that if a cruise line stops somewhere, it must be safe. That is not always true. Cruise lines may dock in places where the port area is guarded, controlled, and designed for tourists. From the ship, everything looks normal. Shops are open, tour buses are waiting, guides are smiling, music is playing. But just outside that safe zone, the situation can be completely different. That is why travel advisories matter. Level 2 means exercise increased caution. Level 3 means reconsider travel. Level 4 means do not travel. For cruise passengers, the danger is often not the pier itself. It is what happens after you leave the controlled area. A ship excursion may be safe. Walking into town alone may not be. A beach resort may be fine. A random taxi may not be. The goal is not to scare you away from cruising. Cruising is still one of the safest ways to travel. But once you step off the ship, you need to know where you are, what the risks are, and when staying on board is the smartest move. Number 1. Labadee, Haiti. We are starting with Labadee, Haiti, because this is not just a warning. It is almost a closure in everything but name. For years, Labadee was one of Royal Caribbean's most famous private destinations. A fenced guarded beach escape with clear water, cabanas, zip lines, beach bars, and private security. Inside the resort, passengers could feel like they were in a safe bubble. But outside that bubble, Haiti has been collapsing. Gang violence, political instability, kidnappings, and a worsening security situation have made Haiti one of the most serious travel warnings in the Caribbean. The United States State Department lists Haiti as Level 4. That means do not travel. Even if Labadee itself is separated and secured, cruise lines still have to look at the bigger picture. If the area around it becomes too unstable, the risk is not just about the beach. It becomes about emergency response, insurance, liability, and whether passengers can be protected if something goes wrong. That is why sailings can be changed, ports can be canceled, and itineraries can be rerouted with little warning. So if you see Labadee on a 2026 itinerary, do not get too attached. There is a real chance it becomes a sea day instead. And if your ship does stop there, the rule is simple. Stay inside the secured resort area. Do not try to explore beyond the controlled zone. Labadee may look like paradise from your beach chair, but the situation outside the fence is not something cruise passengers should underestimate. Before we move on to the next port, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you want to avoid expensive cruise mistakes, unsafe shore days, and bad itinerary surprises, this channel will help you cruise smarter. Number 2. Acapulco, Mexico. Next is Acapulco, Mexico, and this one is a tragedy for longtime cruisers. There was a time when Acapulco was the glamour port. Movie stars, luxury hotels, cliff divers, nightlife, and classic cruise history. But the Acapulco many travelers remember is not the Acapulco cruise passengers need to think about today. The city sits in the Mexican state of Guerrero, an area with serious safety concerns linked to crime, kidnapping, and organized criminal activity. The dangerous part is that the tourist zone can still look safe. You may see police, shops, tour buses, and other passengers walking around. From the pier, it may feel controlled. But step outside the wrong area, take the wrong taxi, or wander too far from the tourist zone, and the risk can change fast. Acapulco is not a port for independent exploring. If your ship stops here, you have two smart choices. Take a cruise line excursion with a controlled route, or stay on board and enjoy a quieter ship. This is not the day to follow a random driver, walk a few blocks to see what happens, or assume the old Acapulco still exists. In Acapulco, the safest cruise day is the one you plan before you ever step off the ship. Number 3. Colón, Panama. Colón, Panama is a port many cruisers book for one reason: the Panama Canal. And the canal is absolutely worth seeing. It is one of the most impressive engineering landmarks in the world, and for many travelers, it is a true bucket list experience. But Colón itself is a very different story. The mistake is assuming that because you are going to the canal, the city around the port is easy and safe to explore. It is not. Colón has a reputation for street crime, including muggings, pickpocketing, and grab-and-run robberies. In some cases, problems can happen close to the port gates. That means this is not a place to walk into town with your phone out, your wallet loose, and your guard down. One detail says a lot. Crew members, people who travel the world for a living, often avoid getting off the ship in Colón unless they have a specific reason. That does not mean you should skip the canal. It means you should see it the smart way. Book a trusted excursion. Stay with your group. Do not wear flashy jewelry. Do not show cash. Do not walk around distracted with your phone in your hand. Colón is not about skipping the destination. It is about knowing the difference between the canal and the city. See the canal, take your photos, enjoy the experience, and get back to the ship. Number 4. Roatán, Honduras. Roatán is beautiful, and that is exactly why people drop their guard. The beaches are inviting. The water is clear. The island feels calmer than the Honduran mainland. From the ship, it can look like the perfect Caribbean stop. But that relaxed feeling can create false security. Because Roatán feels safer, some visitors start making risky decisions. They hire a random driver. They rent a scooter. They visit a quiet beach. They leave the main tourist area without much of a plan. That is where problems can begin. Around Coxenhole, the pressure can start almost immediately. Aggressive vendors, pushy taxi offers, and unofficial guides can make the area feel chaotic. The bigger concern is what happens away from crowds, especially on isolated roads or remote beaches where tourists can become easy targets. Roatán is not a port where you need to panic, but it is a port where you need structure. Use certified tours, stay with crowds, avoid isolated beaches unless you are with a trusted guide. Do not rent a scooter and disappear across the island alone. Roatán can still be a great cruise day, but the safest version is not the random version. It is the planned version. And if this video is helping you plan smarter and avoid risky cruise mistakes, please take a second to hit the like button. It really helps the channel, and it is always appreciated. Number 5. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Montego Bay is one of the most popular cruise stops in the Caribbean, and it is easy to see why. Jamaica has beaches, music, food, resorts, waterfalls, and a personality that makes travelers want to come back. But Jamaica is also a place where cruise passengers need to stay alert. The country often appears under a Level 3 advisory, which means reconsider travel. The biggest concerns are crime, gang activity, and violence in certain areas. For tourists, the risk usually rises when they leave controlled resort zones or start exploring neighborhoods on their own. Montego Bay also has another issue many cruisers notice quickly: pressure. Vendors, drivers, and unofficial guides can be persistent. Sometimes a simple no does not end the conversation. And if you engage with the wrong person, especially around illegal party favors or unofficial services, things can turn uncomfortable fast. That does not mean you cannot enjoy Jamaica. Many cruisers have a great day here, but you need to stay in the safe lanes. Choose a cruise line excursion. Visit a well-known resort area. Use a trusted tour operator. Do not walk into local neighborhoods alone. Do not accept random rides. Do not flash cash, jewelry, or expensive electronics. Montego Bay can give you a beautiful cruise day, but this is not the port to improvise. Number 6. Belize City, Belize. Belize is an amazing cruise destination, but Belize City itself is not the reason most people go there. The best experiences are usually outside the city. Cave tubing, Mayan ruins, jungle tours, snorkeling, and reef excursions can all be incredible when booked through a trusted operator. The problem starts when passengers treat Belize City like a casual walking port. The cruise port is a guarded tourism village for a reason. Inside, things usually feel organized and controlled. There are shops, restaurants, tour meeting points, and security. Outside the port area, the situation can change quickly. Parts of Belize City have serious crime problems, including gang activity. This does not mean every visitor is in danger, but walking into town on your own is an unnecessary risk. This is one of those ports where the safe choice is very clear. Book a proper excursion, stay inside the port village, or stay on the ship. Do not wander through the city just because you have a few hours to kill. Belize can still be one of the best stops on your itinerary. But the best parts of Belize are not found by randomly walking away from the pier. Number 7. Nassau, Bahamas. Nassau may be the most familiar port on this list, and that is exactly what makes it risky. Because so many cruises stop here, passengers often treat Nassau like an easy extension of Florida. They step off the ship, relax immediately, and assume nothing serious can happen. But Nassau is still a foreign port, and it deserves attention. The main concern here is complacency. Petty theft, tourist scams, aggressive sales tactics, and unregulated operators can all create problems for visitors who are not paying attention. One of the biggest warnings is around jet ski rentals and isolated beaches. If an operator does not seem properly regulated, or if a beach feels too empty, walk away. Nassau can still be a fun and easy cruise stop, but you need to move smart. Keep your wallet in a front pocket. Do not flash cash. Avoid expensive jewelry. Stay in busy, well-lit areas. Be careful with anyone offering a deal that sounds too good to be true. The mistake in Nassau is thinking it is harmless just because everyone goes there. It is not. And that is why even a familiar port should never make you careless. Those 7 ports are the main ones to know, but they are not the only destinations where cruise passengers should pay attention. Mazatlan, Mexico, is one example. It is colorful, lively, and popular with many cruisers, but it is located in Sinaloa, a state known for serious cartel activity. If your ship stops there, stay near the port or choose a cruise line excursion. Do not wander inland on your own. Trinidad and Tobago is another destination that deserves caution. The beaches and culture are beautiful, but crime, kidnapping concerns, and security warnings make independent exploring a bad idea in certain areas. Port zones may feel controlled, but the risk rises when passengers leave without a plan. Cartagena, Colombia also attracts cruise passengers with its history, colonial streets, and coastline. It can be a fantastic port day, but tourists can still be targeted by pickpockets, scams, armed robberies, or express kidnappings if they leave safe areas or look like easy targets. The pattern is clear. The most dangerous moment is not when you arrive in port. It is when you leave the safe zone without a plan. So, no matter which port you visit, a few simple rules can make a big difference. First, research every stop before you sail. Do not rely only on the cruise brochure. Cruise lines are selling the dream version of the destination. You need to know the real version, too. Second, be careful with independent tours. A cheaper tour may look like a smart deal, but if the operator is not reliable, that savings can become an expensive mistake. In higher-risk ports, cruise line excursions are often worth the extra money. Third, do not look like an easy target. Leave flashy jewelry on the ship. Keep your phone secure. Carry only the cash you need. Do not walk around with your passport unless it is required. Fourth, use safe transportation. Choose official taxis, cruise-approved shuttles, or trusted tour vehicles. Do not get into a random car because someone near the pier offered a cheaper ride. And finally, trust your gut. If a street feels wrong, leave. If a driver seems pushy, leave. If a beach feels too isolated, leave. Your safety is worth more than one extra photo. Some cruise passengers feel guilty staying on the ship during a port day. They think they are wasting money or missing an experience. But in a risky port, staying on board can be the smartest decision. You make all week. You get a quieter ship, shorter lines, open loungers, peaceful pools, and a stress-free day without worrying about taxis, scams, or unsafe areas. Not every port is worth the risk. Sometimes the best cruise day is the one where you enjoy the ship while everyone else rushes ashore. Cruising is still one of the safest and most enjoyable ways to travel. But the moment you step off the ship, the rules change. A port can look beautiful from the deck and still have serious risks just beyond the tourist area. That does not mean you should be scared of every destination. It means you should be prepared. Check the warnings before you sail. Choose trusted excursions. Stay in busy areas. Avoid random taxis, isolated beaches, and situations that feel wrong. And if a port doesn't feel worth the risk, stay on board without guilt. The smartest cruisers are not the ones who see everything. They are the ones who know when to explore, when to be careful, and when to walk away. Now I want to hear from you. What is the sketchiest cruise port you have ever visited? Was there a place where you felt unsafe, pressured, or uncomfortable the moment you stepped off the ship? Share your experience in the comments, because your story could help another cruiser avoid the same mistake. And if you want more cruise tips that help you avoid expensive mistakes, unsafe ports, and bad travel decisions, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell before your next sailing. Stay smart, stay safe, and enjoy your next cruise with confidence.